unless we create a mass scale or go to mass rallies against the idea of corruption, the corruption will not stop. So if you don't decide to be an educator, to be a fighter, and to go ahead and do stuff against it, which I totally welcome, build your own little bubble that will allow you to not get bothered from it as it should be. I mean, Nietzsche, in my favorite book, Das Buch Zarathustra, wrote about it beautifully in his video, in his chapter on War and Warriors. He talked about that a lot of times people are incapable of being warriors, they're incapable of fighting, they're incapable of being soldiers. Whether it's because they lack the assertiveness and the aggressiveness that derives a person, or whether it's just because that they don't really have the idea of fighting and creating violence towards others. If you lack this idea, and if you lack this feeling, or if you lack the motivation to be one of those people, instead of trying forcibly to be, allow yourself to just create your own bubble of success and abundance that the thing that you're fighting for will not bother you as much as it would be. So I think, if to sum it up, this idea, there's three categories of a fighter. There is the fighter that is intelligent enough to write with a pen and to give ideas to others and to research and understand exactly what is the corruption about and then fight from it as a knowledgeable person and as an intelligent that inspires other people to do so. There is the fighter that will go to the rallies and fight against corruption and throw rocks or, I don't know, even burn the government's house like they did in Nepal, which I totally appreciate. I mean, I don't think there is any way to end corruption besides mass violence and cutting off heads in the middle square. I mean, at the end of the day, corrupt politician will not want to stop being a corrupt politician. I don't see any person who drives a McLaren who will be like, oh, you know what, I don't want a McLaren anymore, I'm okay. I'm sure all of them are happily corrupt and happily have their cars and happily destroying Philippines for their own sake. So unless we do something very violent about it, it will not stop. So just live your own life with understanding that you don't want to fight it in a brutal way and you don't want to be an intelligent person. So you're just allowing yourself to build your own bubble of success and abundance that the corruption will not bother you. Now, how do you do that? Well, if you work as a regular Filipino, basically freelancing staff, VA staff, BPO workers, etc., you will not be able to escape the Filipino corruption. And that is because you will still get paid the Filipino salary. The only way to really escape and to create yourself your own bubble of abundance is by creating and understanding a skill that will allow you to escape from the Filipino very clear glass roof of 20k, 30k, 40k a month. There's many skills out there that you can learn. I don't have the perfect solution. I only have one of them. I don't even want to sell it to you, to be honest. If you're interested, you can just DM me. But I think that this video came to give much more education than actual selling. I hope this video helped. I hope I managed to be a pen and a weapon for the ideas I'm trying to push forward. And yeah, I mean, corruption, politicians, corruption. Try to live your life to the best. I think that's the only last thing we have to do. Thank you guys for watching.